So he definitely playing while them little niggas tearing up everything.
How does he keep sneaking into drills? What the fuck?
Alright, there go Mac.
Moncrief keeps sneaking in on drills.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
Stick to playing the same defense he's been running every fucking night.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead,
So
third
did it 2
down.
plays in a row.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, as that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
So he pressing every play. Ooh. Yep, here we go. 3-4 against the 4th. That's crazy.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
3-4 cover,
I call
4
that play
drop.
success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Boom, 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 boom.
The first
Hey, did
down
my
run
screen
got
pop up in the
5.
chat?
Here's
And
second and 5.
bot thingy or whatever the fuck?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Man, Madden, you can't catch.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, press the wrong fucking button. Oh my God.
The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up the fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Trubisky.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Returnable here for Davis.
No.
offense now about ready to take possession here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, come on.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Come on, Amon-Ra.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Ooh, give me that nickel. Give me that nickel.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
You're killing me with the replay. Let's go, sir.
Check. X3. 218. Chop.
There we go.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Got him. Booyah. There you go.
Touchdown, Green Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown.
We dropping back to the end zone, man.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
That wasn't 30 yards back.
Here's Crosby to kick it away.
We got your boy Mac out here with the cheat code. Nope.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response?
Nah, he ain't going nowhere, nigga. Cut that shit out.
That's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, he stepped all right. He stepped into the name of love. Yeah.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes?
Well, you ain't running outside with tack, so you can do all the spin moves and shit the rest of these little fag boys be doing.
The biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's
Trubisky looking ass out here, boy.
Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, a run with Cohen. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, Mike 21.
Now Now Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go. Got his man, and it's caught.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Taylor Gabriel, 31 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the board.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yes, it's like, goddamn.
Rodgers now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams.
It's like nobody calls a 3-4 defense every fucking play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we
in the Cobra, it don't work like how it used to. So it's like no point of fucking calling it.
After that catch, they're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant.
He's got a yard. That's all good.
Right at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
I'm waiting for this wind, this quarter to end, because this wind blowing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
You killing me, sir.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
For Dalvin Cook.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I went into the end zone. Shit.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based
Then
on
you scored already?
season, and runs like that on opening
God
weekend,
damn.
he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the eye. Hey, alert. Check back 21. Here we go, let's bring it.
Let me guess, was it John Ross?
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Boy, Tack ain't dragging nobody.
For a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Oh, shit.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Yo, why didn't I throw that deep?
But haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Oh, shit.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh! I see you say, Brown, boy, you bad motherfucker, you.
49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes
nobody over here.
Throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So
Aaron Rodgers in the zone. Touchdown.
First and 10.
Oh, my God. Come on, Madden.
But it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one.
Why would he do? That's a stupid-ass fucking animation.
He's not
wide open in the fucking end zone.
And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again.
Man, that was a stupid-ass fucking pass.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll return it to the 24.
Should have been a touchdown the fucking play before.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike, 180. Go, go, go. Look. Check Mike.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky.
Come on, bruh.
Burton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the
These
soft
dudes
spot
running
in
a
the
ball
zone.
coming
What's the
right at
key
him.
to
They
doing
running
that?
away
How do you
from
do
it.
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Pass don't play at you, man.
Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
No, he threw it to the tight end, and my middle linebacker is literally standing right next to him. And he stopped and ran backwards. Like for no reason. Like, what the fuck are you running backwards for?
Right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Nah, he didn't get pump fake.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
it does them
no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're playing right now.
No, that Beasley just disappeared. You know how that go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the
right after the Cowboys game.
14-7.
You know, Beasley gonna disappear as soon as you fucking advance. It was like,
season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Well, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yards after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. They've got his man complete.
The hell?
A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase.
What number is Love on the Redskins?
Now Trubisky to throw.
Oh,
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
Oh, shit.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon.
James
So that
Conner
might mean a
will be
few
the
more
starting
wobbly
running back.
passes and
What'd
wide
you say?
receiver slips. And this
Type?
one winds up getting intercepted.
Mm-hmm.
But he will not be the third down back.
The Green Bay offense now.
I like how they made me turn back, around though.
Following the late turnover, maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Jesus, boy, look at this next Aaron Rodgers throw.
Really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away.
Come on, Adams, go get the fucking ball.
Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him.
That's disrespectful. You don't want to
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compels the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta be able to forget,
6'5" receivers, and none of them go get the ball.
And move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Trubisky.
This nigga's gonna drag me to death all fucking year.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out.
He doing that shit that Squeaks do. Every time he try to catch, he try to fall down.
There on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Trubisky now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Trubisky to throw again. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more.
That's what was the Broncos last year, remember?
Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Oh, wow.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And that play going
What you call that,
absolutely
man?
nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a
here we
yard,
go.
and it'll set up 3rd down.
And I love how you put that on us.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt.
Yeah, he don't catch that.
As you said, they picked it up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oh.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alert. Switch.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Trubisky.
What the fuck?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Yeah, punt that shit.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
You still waiting?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Practice squad. What the? It worked.
Just help me fix it. He said you gotta remove
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ours has done that before too. I never had to remove
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Yeah.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is,
what
and
the
Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and they have the football.
Bruh, Aaron Rodgers just do a jump pass off his back feet for no fucking reason. He just jumped backwards. What the fuck? Come on, bro. That's fucking retarded. He just jumped 2 feet in the air backwards and threw the ball on.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would
Aaron Rodgers don't throw no ball like that, man.
Happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try again with Cohen.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. And that's
Come on, get the fucking ball!
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down.
He just stood right. He's not even trying to get the ball.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes.
That's
the
so
complexion
fucking
of things.
stupid.
Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be met.
He stood right fucking there and didn't try to get the ball. All he had to do was put his hands up and pick the shit off. He threw it right to him.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
6-6, pull it high.
I know you're gonna try to run outside.
On second down, Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Boy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Mac, first fucking play, sack.
And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. Nope.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it.
Our receiver just sitting here watching
to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Trubisky will throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Davis now to return it.
Oh, he hurt. Oh, my goodness. All right.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now it's Rodgers.
Fuck you, Mac.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Yeah, they credited the wrong dude with the reception.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st
Got
and
him.
10. Lets this one rip toward Graham.
Come on with the bullshit.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Ball floating in the fucking air.
Wow.
Killing me.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pitch is incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Drop. He wide open.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown, 42 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Who?
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. He can run. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Oh, that's bullshit!
Things like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because
nigga, I stripped fucking. You try to run with Trubisky, the offensive lineman pick it up and gain fucking 5 yards. Man, that's so fucking trash.
In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that
one
right there. They just want to keep
falling
forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gee, I'm late, but gee.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And a short gain here down to the 22. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Yeah, they pulled up on his ass.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They try again with Montgomery. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Yeah, we got
a lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it's hard watching high school corners sometimes. This shit rough.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
I was wondering what he did. I didn't see his stuff yet.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
13.
Damn. It's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right.
Ooh. 58, right over there, right over there.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, wow.
Another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
These niggas just tip fucking interceptions.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll
This
see
nigga got a tip in some stupid tip.
Comes.
Pull groin, won't be able to. Oh yeah, fuck Eddie Jackson. Yep. Got Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball all fucking stupid.
So
Oh,
time to
shit.
start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Well, hell no, I can't just watch this shit.
They ain't shit, they not.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm just throwing the ball deep just to see if my receivers make a play on the ball, but they not.
Rodgers to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on
I'm just tossing that hole just to see if they fucking move up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Oh.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And
another fucking interception.
Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
That's crazy.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
I
do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year.
Oh, they don't have the fucking highlights for it.
Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
What?